full-blown Rolex lover boy.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another Tuesday night watch talk. And wait, Wolfie, we had Wolfie in the intro, and now we have Wolfie here. Wolfie in two places. It's amazing. This man gets around.
Mm-hmm.
Jet setting, leather jacket wearing. Awesome, awesome.
Tag leather jacket wearing.
Tag leather jacket wearing. Awesome, dude. Awesome, dude. Anyway, guys, how are you? Dan, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Thanks for joining us this evening. What do you got on wrist?
Today I'm wearing the turtle. That's a rebuy. Green grenade.
And this is your first ever rebuy, right? I mean, did I hear you right? You say that one, the other day to me?
First one that I've rebought the same exact model and color. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Why so?
So the first one was like really fast. It was like plus 22 a day. That drove me crazy. And then this past weekend, I was able to try someone else's turtle with a crafted blue strap with the fitted end links and the waffle pattern on the rubber strap, and it looks so good. So I was like, I gotta do that. So I ordered the green strap for this thing already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. Colin, what is up, dude?
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Awesome. Yeah. I'm wearing the Vacheron today.
Ooh. Look at you.
Actually, I'm gonna send it out tomorrow, maybe for service again.
Yeah.
I got the label from the boutique today to send it, so I'm gonna.
So it's going to Switzerland, right?
I suspect it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So it might be the last time we see this for a while.
Yeah, crown for the crown issue, or
yeah. When I set the time, every once in a while, the crown will just spin and the hands won't move. And then when I push it in and then pull it back out, the hands kind of jump because it catches and then it sets fine. So there's something wonky in there.
Is that something? I mean, have you heard other people have similar issues, or is this just a one-off?
I haven't, but I actually haven't done any research really to see. But stuff happens.
Yeah. Now, do you ever wonder, or maybe this is not even a concern, but like with some of these like brands like Vacheron and whatnot, that they're probably more delicate. Even the sports models are more delicate than we think they are.
Possibly. I mean, I know we have a friend who claims that. And my personal experience, I mean, Rolex is king, man. Rolex, you can beat them up and they still work. And
I mean, I'm talking more of like the the Holy Trinity, right? I
think they're all pretty. I wouldn't say delicate, but more delicate than something like an Omega or a Rolex or some IWC or something.
Gotcha. Wolfie joining us on the stream tonight. You know what that means? That means that he is in the Western Hemisphere. How are you, my friend?
Good.
Yeah.
Last week.
What was that?
Last week here.
Oh, already?
Yeah. Been in the fourth week. Yeah. Went home on Saturday.
Oh wow. And then when do you think you're coming back?
July.
Yeah.
Oh,
when it's like 1,000 degrees in Vegas.
Yeah, it's gonna be toasty, but it's dry, so I don't mind.
What's the weather like in Austria
in summer?
In July? Yeah.
A little bit more humid, probably similar to New York City, maybe. If you go into the 90s a few days, and if it's humid, it feels like 105 here.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we got like June, July, August is pretty nice and warm.
Okay. Hey, what do you got on wrist?
My New IWC.
Ooh,
Beauty.
very, very nice. And we'll talk about that whole thing and scenario as soon as we say hello to the chat. Um, and I got my Air King on tonight. Um, Mountain Standard Time with the Silver Place. Hey, how you doing, Rob? Thanks for joining us. Uh, Chris from the Watch Lounge. Yo, yo, what up? Just ordered my Tissot PRX auto version from Saltzman. Can't wait to wear it. Nice. Bill K is here. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Clayton's here. Peter, what's up? Hey, Marcel, what's up? Brownie, how you doing? Yeah, time for Mr. Legs. Uh, Wilson's here. Chaz, what's up, Chaz? Mr. Time Hill, how you doing? There's Deech. What is up, buddy? Thank you for joining us tonight. Mike is here. Hey, Joey B. Hey, look at his oil money watches. Good evening, you majestic man, children. All right. James is here. How you doing, James? What up, BJ? Kevin S. What's up? Ken Spear, checking in from Pittsburgh. Hey, Torrance here. Good evening, gents. Wow, Wolfie in the house. That's right. That's right, he is. K Art Joy is here. Caliber YQG, what is up? How are you? Hey, Detroit Spartan, what's going on, man? Hey, Sanjay, all right. Canada and Michigan being represented this evening. We said hello to Rick. Hey, Dib, what is up? Troy Gordon checking in from Cleveland, all over the country, loving this. Mez9 is here. Cowboy Swami. Whoa, Engineer Wannabe. Good to see you, Rick. Joey, he's probably on his phone. Chaz, Wilson, Peter. Oh, and the litany of people. And we have. Let me see here. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for joining. And Jeffrey is here all the way from Perth, Australia, rocking his Zinyu 50, Mother of Pearl. Wilson, yeah, Canada and Michigan, basically the same, right? It's basically the same. Don't most people in Canada live south of like the Upper Peninsula, or in Michigan, or no?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's most, but a whole lot do.
a whole lot, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we just had a little meetup, Canada and Michigan.
Oh, okay. The countries, and so I guess crossing the bridge over to Detroit was not an issue,
Nope, no problem.
and getting back home. So how did that go, Colin? What did you do?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Went over, met a couple of guys in the chat here,
yeah,
and basically tried on watches all day long. It was fun.
yeah, all day, huh?
Got to watch some of the guys work their magic and
Yeah.
sweet talk and
Yeah.
do their thing, and
Were
they introduced me to their ADs and went out for dinner afterwards, and yeah, it was a
Oh, you
great
went out
time.
to dinner? Wow. So
Yeah.
you met up with a couple sweet talkers for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like pros at sweet
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I'm thinking of two in
It
particular.
was pretty impressive. Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Where did you guys go for dinner? Outback or Applebee's?
It was called I forget, Kona Grill or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Good time.
Well, speaking of meetup, well, some of us here, 3/4 of us here, had a meetup at the famous Watchbox in right outside of Philadelphia. A bunch of us, Dan, Wolfgang, and I, and much more, got together and got a really awesome tour, in my opinion, of Watchbox, and we were treated very, very well, and had a great time, and we got some pictures. I haven't doctored any of these pictures, so it's not one of those. It's not like a game. Although now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have. But we'll put some pictures up, and there he is, the man himself. And before I before I asked Dan and Wolfgang to chime in, I have to say that Brandon over at Watchbox, Armand and Tim and others there, right? There was other people there that really made us feel very, very welcome and showed us around, showed us some incredible pieces that I'm going to show some pictures of, and they were just gracious hosts and no sales pressure at all, which I thought was like weird and awesome at the same time, right? Because because we're, they sell watches, right? But it wasn't like that at all. And Tim, I would have to say, um, spent a lot of time with us, graciously spent 2 or 3 hours with us, and was awesome. Dan, what were your thoughts while I siphon through some of these pictures here?
So it was completely different than what I expected. I think I had a preconceived notion that we're going to get there and they're going to just try to sell us all day. And it was completely opposite. They were just basically watch bros. They understood that all of us are enthusiasts. We all have some basic knowledge of the different brands, and they just wanted to basically showcase some of their best inventory, which was mind blowing because there's nowhere else you can go to handle all these pieces in one place.
You okay, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, Justin hit it on the head there.
So this is the
yeah,
behind
go
the
ahead.
scenes studio where Tim does hands-on, short form reviews, like 5-minute reviews. He just uses an iPhone and a softbox on the table and does his quick reviews.
Wolfgang, what were your thoughts of the day?
I had a great time. I also, like Dan, I didn't really know what to expect. I had never been there, and just, asked them if it would be okay if, a collector group would come and check out the place, basically. But it completely exceeded my expectations too. I mean, the way they treated us, and like you said, no pressure, more like hanging out with like-minded watch buddies. And I mean, the pieces on the table were just, like you said, probably never gonna see that again on a closed space like that. I mean, maybe at watch time or an event like that, but it was insane. So 100% positive feedback on my end.
Yeah. And this picture here, they got us, they catered lunch, right? Sandwiches and dessert and whatnot. And it was really, really, really good. Unexpected.
They fed you guys?
Yeah, they fed us, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And here, we're here eating here, and Tim, sat down and like really kind of like had a little round table discussion with us.
That's
And asked each of us, right? Each of us that were there, like, what was next on our radar, like what we were looking forward to buy next and whatnot. And like, he put in the time and had definitely had some feedback for everybody who shared. And yeah, I mean, he definitely held court. Thanks, Joey. And it was awesome. It was awesome, man. It was awesome getting his perspective. And what struck me about Tim was that what you see on his live stream the Monday, that's how like he was. You know what I mean? Like he was just information, man. Like the dude is just information all day, and it's pretty cool to hear him spout out all that kind of stuff. Like that it's just amazing the knowledge retention, right? That he has with watches and watchmaking. There's him again as well here. And there's Bobby Legs right there.
Thanks for dressing up, Bobby.
Yeah. Well, when you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you kind of just don't throw anything on there. And there's a couple of the guys looking at watches here. And look at this little Ketelars in the
now,
in the wild.
Was Tim interested in that watch? I feel like that's something he maybe has never seen.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joey went up to him. He's like, "I think I have a watch that you've never seen."
Yeah. Did he know what it
and
was?
So he's like, "No, he didn't know what it was." He was like, "Oh,
Oh,
really?"
really?
And then Joey was like, kind of going through like who he is and
Mhm.
giving him the rundown on the credit card situation.
I'm surprised you didn't know what it was.
And then there's Wolfie and Brandon over here, and this is the we'll get a
Yeah.
picture of this watch here. That's
It's a good pick.
Wolfgang's.
My favorite watch of the day.
Yeah, and your wife was really into that watch as well.
Katie is completely ruined by the whole thing. She wants to
Yeah.
DP now. It's a disaster.
Yeah. And Katie came along with us, and she easily is my favorite person out of all of you guys because she said I looked younger in person than I do on YouTube, and so she automatically won the day. Bunch of us here. I guess this is were you guys at a hotel here?
Mm-hmm. That's
And
where we stayed there.
and then a few of us here, and this was inside the I guess it was like a lounge that they have over there, and behind the person who's taking the picture of the camera, there was like a conference table, and that's where they had set up a couple of watch boxes, probably a total of just maybe like a 2 dozen watches for us to take a look at,
Yeah.
and varying from the kind of affordable to unaffordable. You know what I mean? And some watches that I would probably never ever have seen or never will see in my lifetime. So it was a great opportunity to see that. And so like here's a couple of them. This is a Grubel 4C. Just
decent.
yeah, just decent. It's a decent watch. We got an A-Lung song. Is this like a split time?
It's a
Split
double,
time,
triple split.
Triple
Yeah, that's
split.
triple split chronograph. Just an amazing looking watch. And look, I'm gonna rifle through like 8 or 9 pictures, and there were more.
So can you
yeah.
guys, when you see them, tell me which one was your favorite out of the day, if it comes up?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. No problem. Here is a Bath Escape 50 Fathoms chrono. Now this was a watch that Armand passed along to a couple of us at the end. This D Kendo, and this is a tourbillon, really crazy, funky looking watch. Here's the back of it. I think he said it was like $300,000 or something like that. It was just something like crazy, and just like handing it to us.
Does it hack?
Yeah, I probably. Here's a Roger Dubuis that Tim was really waxing poetic about this one. You know, he also they also showed us a sympathy, and so I had both of them in my hand, and Tim was just like this was just talking about this watch and how much he was just so impressed by this one. And another Grubel 4C here.
That was my second favorite.
Yeah,
it's like Rick's, right?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, Rick. I think he has a different color.
Yeah, Rick's is even better. This is
this is the one that has the wart on the back. The tourbillon, and when I first saw the picture of it, I was like, "Ooh, that's no good. You're gonna definitely feel that on your wrist." As soon as I put it on, it's completely imperceptible. Like
no clue.
You would think it's a flat case back. It's wild.
Yeah, it doesn't look much, on the picture here, and same with Rick's, but in person,
yeah, for
unreal.
sure,
Unreal.
Yeah, absolutely.
For me, the Debatunes did that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. Yeah,
every single.
That was your favorite, Wolfie?
It's my favorite. It's a one piece.
Is that a Titan Hawk?
Titan Hawk, the older one with the date, but that was made for a collector. It's a zirconium with that dial. It's only the one exists. And same, nothing is like DB in person. They're so different.
Yeah.
And it looks good here, but once you see it in the hand and once you put it on, it's another experience altogether.
And the crazy part is there was like 3 other D Bethunes that we saw. You know what I mean?
There was more than that. Yeah.
There was more than that. Yeah. They're an AP minute repeater.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites
That's my
too.
favorite.
The Max, the MBNF HM10 or HMX HM10.
Yeah, that was pretty cool actually.
That I was just that had to be my favorite one.
That's like a driver's watch, right?
Yeah. That and I just love that Roger Dubuis sympathy. I think I'm saying the right sympathy.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, just gorgeous watch. It's just so awesome. A little hard to read, but who cares? And then I'm gonna just one more picture, and then we could talk about, like, some of our other favorites. And then Dan got to try on Tim's current watch, the
That's
Green's
cool.
watch.
I still haven't washed my wrist.
Wilson saying, "Stop making Colin feeling left out. He saw Chanel."
Yeah.
We did miss a few of you guys,
I had a great time with it. Not at Watchbox, guys. Maybe a better time than you guys.
Yeah, you probably did. You probably not.
I'm just gonna tell myself that.
Yeah. Will Wolfgang trade half his collection for this DB? Justin wants to know.
No, but
maybe a quarter.
No, I'm still a little too, but the price is.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Because Katie wants a DB now. We looked at some DBs, and
Katie wants it.
Yeah, Katie is all over them now, and the Ari dials and all that, and some of the Titan Hawk I saw on a website. The retail is not so bad, but aftermarket, they are just, all of them are like, I think they start at 80, 90.
Yeah.
Well, come on. You and Tim are tight. Watchbox owns part of Bethune. He can get you an allocation, I bet.
Yeah. About asking what's the deal.
Yeah.
Titan Hawk, for, I think it's 43. It's okay.
It's nothing.
At 100, at 100, like the one I want is 160. So that's a lot.
I tell you, so there was a couple of brigades, right? They had, and they had probably the most like normal watch was a big pile of 43, right? Everything else was just like a little more bananas. One watch that I was kind of disappointed in was the well, I mean, not that I was like interested in the first place, but it was definitely a hard no after that, was the Brigade Type 21 that came out last year with that, the orange loom
I
on
like
the
that
hands.
one. You didn't like it?
It was small.
Really?
I felt like it was small,
They came in an orange or a green, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
But anyway,
How big is
it? I think it's a 40, but it felt smaller than that.
Interesting.
Anyway, I mean, so like I said, it wasn't something that I was interested in, but it was like something like, that's kind of like a little bit disappointing, right?
I can tell you something that happened that shows what happens when you have DB on the table compared to what we usually buy. There was the Yachtmaster 42, my favorite Rolex, and Katie likes it too. Mike has it and Alex has it, and Katie saw it and she came to me and she said, "What's this?" And I said, "Well, this is the one we saw. Mike has it." And she says, "No, this doesn't look as good." But this is exactly the same watch that we saw and that we both love. But she insisted, "No, that can't be the same because it's unimpressive." That's kind of the feeling I had too.
Yeah.
If you put the DB in your hand and then put a Rolex, which is, I still really like the Yachtmaster 42, but this is different worlds.
Yeah. I have to say, there was a lot of DB love. DB may be just out of my scope. I'm not talking about like financially, which it is. I'm just talking about like it's just like I'm not there yet with Debathune. Like
Too
seeing them in
wild.
person.
Too wild.
I don't know if it's too wild. I'm being too wild. Hey, look, I like birds on my watches. You know what I mean? Like so, like I like Jack H. Rose for that. You know, that's not. It's just
Not
I don't
enough
know.
birds. Yeah.
I'm just not there yet. Not to say that I can't be there. I'm just not there yet.
Very
Now,
unique looking.
yeah, I never had I've had zero interest in AP and the Royal Oak, and then when I saw that minute repeater, I was like, okay, that's really cool. And then like I put that on, and it was titanium, and it's just I get it. I get why people like Royal Oaks now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the complete opposite. That thing didn't do anything for me.
Oh yeah.
Nothing. I mean, compared to the B in the hand, it's a minute repeater, but
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but from a guy who like doesn't cannot wrap his head around DB,
yeah, I mean,
um,
it's I know Dan, it was Dan's favorite too, and it's good looking Royal Oak watch, but compared to I mean the Googles and the DBs and even the
mhm,
Lange, I don't get it. Even as a minute repeat of 550,000, no.
yeah,
Wolfgang, you know why I kind of like that one. So I mean, people. So for someone who doesn't know anything about watches, they will kind of know what AP is, and they will just think it's a normal steel blue, you know, the one that's like MSRP of 30,000, and
That's
gray
true.
market's probably 70, 80,000, not knowing that it's
Yeah.
actually a $500,000 watch.
It actually
It's
looked right.
it's
That it
crazy.
was a little thicker, but other than
yeah,
that,
Right.
except for the minute repeater thing, same.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Jeff, he loved that Yacht Master 42. I liked it too. In person, it's stunning. It's a heavier. So like I guess I've never really fully wore for any long period. Not that I wore was wearing the Yacht Master while I was there for any kind of period of time, but it felt heavy for sure. Like I'm not heavy that I couldn't do it, but I'm like, whoa, this is on Oyster Flex. It's why does it feel so heavy? So but that was my takeaway. I still love that watch. But Jeff was all over it, trying to make some deals. It was entertaining. Bobby, is Dibutune too futuristic in design? It's understandable. Never was a fan of her work. Usually there's an independent that doesn't gel with people.
Mm.
Peter liking the Google Forces over the DB. Okay. Like RM, have to see them in person to appreciate. I used to hate on RM. Okay, fair enough.
Will do.
Detroit Spartan saying DB25 perpetual calendar is cool, but you can't wear that like a Rolex. I'm taking it. It's delicate.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they're that delicate, are they? They've
From
got a lot of shock
yeah,
absorbance and all that in them.
which one?
Joey B liking that Oyster Flex on that YM was so nice. Yeah. Any are we leaving out any other pieces that we saw that
I was mostly checking out the DBs because
yeah,
they're different in person. On pictures,
yeah,
I thought, well, Star Trek, and
yeah,
it's a little weird, but not only the one of one, but they had other ones. Like
yeah.
I think there was a yellow titanium that was more like one of those Star Trek designs, and then had another titanium with the Star Trek thing going on. They were just all, I mean, definitely my favorite independent now. I mean,
Yeah.
Rick Grubel is still very high up on my favorites that I've ever seen. But most of the other Grubels, the wild ones,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer DB over those.
Did you guys see the yellow tones?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd
Which
you think?
one?
Yeah.
DB28 yellow tones. It's all
Yeah.
The yellow
titanium
is not my
yellow.
color.
No.
They had one that was a bead blasted titanium that was more my style.
Mm. I've always liked the yellow tones the most, just from pictures. But
Let me see.
There goes. Okay. Another watch that they had that I was smitten was this and H. Moser Endeavor Tourbillon.
Here's the yellow tones.
Yeah.
Yellow
Yeah.
tones.
I love that one, at least in pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty smitten with this one.
Look at you guys.
Yeah, those were awesome. Yeah, Katie loved that Moser.
Yeah.
Yeah, much better than on this picture here. The green really on that
picture's not good.
No, it's not. It doesn't do it justice by any means.
This was my favorite Bethune of that night.
Yeah, that's the one.
Meat blasted titanium.
That was amazing.
Cool. Very industrial looking.
Yeah. I think though what really doesn't show up in pictures is just the build quality and the finishing. Like, yeah, I mean everybody talks about how good it is, and you can look at macro and it looks great, but like when you see it in person, it just looks incredible.
Okay. You just saying that his second favorite was the Moser. Yeah. Steve also liking the Moser as well. Gonna skip the one after Steve's.
Look at this.
Yep, there it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
good.
So pretty in person for sure.
Yeah.
Let me get you out of solo. Sorry. Well, okay. So great times. I hope to do it again with you guys. Looking forward to potentially the next one, whenever that is. Maybe it's Trunk Show in Vegas. Maybe. I'm sorry.
Watch Time New York, October.
Maybe one. Yeah, I mean that I'm down for that because that's not so far away from me. And then we can check out some stuff in Manhattan for sure. Yeah, awesome. Let's talk about some new releases, huh? If there are any. Let's. There is one that I mean it's past my price range, but I like it. Let's share my screen here. Okay, so I have not been a big fan of the kind of redesign going on with Parmigiani lately, and let me just scroll down to this piece right here. I think this is beautiful. I think this is one of the better looking watches I've seen in a really long time. I'm not a huge fan of skeletonized watches, but this is gorgeous. To me, it looks like it's legible because you have the contrast of gold hands with the I don't know what kind of plating you have here with this, what kind of material they're using, but I think it just looks great. What do you guys think of this?
I dig it.
Yeah, you like this new redesign, Dan, right? I mean, not just this one, but the other Parmigianis.
I heard they're selling like hotcakes.
They are selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
I feel like my initial reaction is I like it, but the more I look at it, the more I don't. I feel like I'd get sick of it pretty quick.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if the finishing is quite up to par with some of their other watches.
Might be in person. Doesn't look like much on the picture.
Yeah, let me see if I can get like a.
Probably has good finishing because.
Oh, I'm sure it does. But
yeah. I'm not into skeleton much. I like the normal ones better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Yeah, me too. But there's something about this that works for me.
The black.
I think it's because of the contrast with the hands.
It's just so we talked about this before in a different stream, like with Paddock and stuff, where we know Parmigiani can do really nice interior angles, but they don't do it anywhere on this watch. Like every single interior angle is rounded, which to me says it's mostly machine finished. Maybe they run some stuff over it at the end, which, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's a ton of finish. It would probably be even more expensive if they did hand finish everything. So I get it.
Marceau is liking this one. So does Wilson. Justin saying that out of my price range, but I like it. Represents about 90% of the watch market. The shrimp parm of watches. How dare you? Is that the new Parmigiani Pro Pilot 10? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Mr. Time Hell does not know what to make of it. Kevin saying Frank Muller or bust. I don't know if that's a private message to me. Not Chris's cup of tea. So you either like it or you don't, it seems.
It's a really drastic contrast between the case and the bracelet and that dial. Like it's, like really formal and then skeletonized.
What's the price? I think it said it was 88 for the rose gold Swiss francs and 59 for the stainless steel.
Yeah, with high-end finishing, you can't get to that price.
No.
They cost cutting.
Graphite coated openwork bridges and plate. That's what it is. Hand applied and faceted 18 karat rose gold indices on the chapter ring. Okay. Rose gold skeletonized rotor.
For that money, I'm buying something else for sure.
Yeah.
Same.
Like a car. What about this? This looks interesting, right, folks?
Is it just a different color?
Is it?
It's a Laureado.
Oh, it's the Laureus. Okay.
It's one of those.
Yeah, the Laureus blue ones.
Yeah.
I dig this. I like the hands. Kind of reminds me of Moserish kind of hands, or especially this hour hand right here.
Really big pushers.
Really big pushers. Yeah.
Which is always the knock on that watch.
Yeah. I think it's handsome.
Yeah, it's fine.
New GLC is better.
The new GLC. Well, speaking of the new GLC, let's take a look at that. Where are you? Oh, before we get there to the new GLC, Enerdane is coming out with their Model 1 and 2, and this is the Model 2, and they're coming out with a bigger size.
Nice.
36 millimeter was the first iteration of the Model 2, which is the model that I prefer to have had both on the channel for review. Like them both, but there's something about this case on the Model 2 that I really enjoyed. Just the one knock that I had was that it was on the small side for me. But I think they're coming out with a 40 millimeter. It's either 39 or 40, and pretty excited. Enamel dial, what they're known for. 30, 39 and a half here. There is like a waiting list, so you do have to go under site and sign up, and then you're in order whatever you signed up.
It's like 2 years, 3 years. What is it?
Yeah, something like that, right? I guess they can't make those dials fast enough. But very, very cool watch.
How
I know
much
there's
are
a couple of
18.
for the 18 wall pounds, right? So
Pounds.
that's it's whatever
2,500. I don't know.
Something like that. It'll be over 2,000 American, probably 75,000 Canadian, but very, very cool. Limited production. Non-limited production, but a volume of 200 per watch per year. So I think they're having 4 or 5 dial colors for each size. So you're looking at maybe a couple thousand watches. Yeah.
Wow. It's a beautiful green. It really, I really like the green.
I do like the green. I'm a little disappointed and a lot of fans of the green here. I'm a little disappointed they didn't do that sunburst, that orange. I'm sorry, that orange fume that they did with the first iteration.
Like the textured one, or isn't
it was
textured?
it was like a fume. It was an orange fume.
Yeah.
And that's the one I got in for review for the Model 2, and it was such a beautiful, beautiful dial. But it seems like the new releases are going to be more of a flat colors, right? There's not really going to be too much of that fume going on. Solita, so what? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know,
it's going right now for those movements.
I think you're obviously buying it for the dial work, right? An enamel dial at that price, you know, and then they're they're raising the prices a little bit like everybody else. 3-year Anardane waiting list. Good Lord.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy, right? It is. Yeah. But look, I mean, like if you don't have to I don't know if you're gonna have to buy it outright at first or pay half or just not at all.
As long as you only have to, I mean, if you like it, put your name on the list, and if you only have to pay once you are getting it, then then no big deal. But I'm not plunking 2 years of my money.
No, I think that's too much to ask, right?
Yeah.
Especially when other independents and run-of-the-mill brands they're not asking you to do that, right? I mean, some are, but most aren't. Okay, moving on. Let's check out that JLC that Wolfie is talking about. Tell us why you like this one, Wolfie.
It's just good looking. Price point is good. Home run. I mean, not this one. I like the silver dial of the time and date, but the calendar and the moon in blue looks really good.
It does look nice.
Yeah, I think somebody said like 13K something.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to rush through the pictures. You said there was a silver dial version. I just don't see
not,
it.
not on the new releases. They had, I think they released that series last year or 2 years ago.
Okay. But now they just came in blue
They
this year,
did it in blue. This one also exists on the silver dial, I think.
Okay, I follow.
Similar.
I just feel like it's like a day and a month. Are those the windows there under JLC? The 2 windows.
Looks like a day.
Anyway, whatever they are, I feel like the spacing of them is wrong. I don't know why. It bothers me. Like they needed to use some sort of golden rule and they didn't. I don't know. That's the only thing that bothers me about it. Just doesn't look right to my eye.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by that, right? Maybe if it was a little bit tighter
or wider or something. I don't know what it is. Something. But other than that,
it's like it's like when back in the day when you're at a bar and you're staring at a young lady from far away and you're like, oh, there's something off about her. It's like, oh, her eyes are too far apart. Oh, that's it. Like that's the same kind of.
Better have another beer, huh?
Yeah. It's like yeah. The more beers I get, the closer those eyes get. All right. Enough saying I'm happy for Anardane that they have all this attention, but that's too long. I can hardly wait for dinner, much less than 3 years for a watch. Yeah, man. When I'm hungry. Joey B, agree with Colin. I'll go on the list with a small deposit, but not a full bill. Rick likes the JLCs right here. So there's Neff. What was the size on that? This was it 39, 40?
39 or 40.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Scrolling down.
Yeah, let's check the price.
Here you go, Master Collector. It's usually at the end here. 13.7 euros.
Yeah,
800 pieces.
Not bad.
40 millimeters, 11, just under 11.
It's pretty thin for.
Yeah, I think so. Right? That's pretty thin. 50-meter water resistance is not bad. 70-hour power reserve.
Yeah, that's gonna sell out.
Yeah.
Very nice. That moon face looks good. Peter's big fan. So is Caliber. So is Porsche Man.
Everyone likes it.
911.
They had
BJ
another
loves it.
release date, the gold Memovox. I think that was end of
Yeah.
last week or something.
Yeah, they're still for sale, aren't they?
Yeah, you could still order them. At least there's still the button put into the cart is still there.
Dib liking that. Marceau saying, "Hey, if it was a little bit bigger, I could see with my old man eyes."
True.
Okay. Let's see here. I think that's about it on new releases. I don't know if I saw anything else.
Sam mentioned a new harp ring, but that
is there?
I don't know. He mentioned it in the chat. If we seen the new harp, or that the harp ring looks good.
I saw something on Instagram. See here. No, this is not new.
No.
Maybe he meant that one.
Yeah. Ooh, Dib jumping in here. What is this reference? It looks stunning.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It's a Felix, just with a different dial, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and hands, right?
Yeah. Does look good.
Happy New Year. Wow, they really don't update their Instagram a lot. Huh?
You're already into New Year's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should have never posted that.
Let's see here. Oh, the 40 millimeter tag Hoyer Aqua Racer could be your only watch. Paul. What does Paul think?
Could be if you hate your life.
But it looks good.
Let's take a look at it. Like, come on, Colin.
I like the Aqua Racer. It's just a tag joke. Tag jokes are fun.
Yeah, it's a good looking watch.
Yeah, it is. They posted pictures today, right? He saw it in person, right? I think those. They look pretty good in pictures.
Wilson not impressed.
Yeah.
I think it's good looking.
Sam is saying the Hebring Irwin white black Arabic jumping second.
Oh, that was a jumping second.
The first one that we saw there?
Or maybe he's just saying that's what we need to look up.
Might have been the first chronograph.
Is that what you're laughing at, Dan? It's the of watches. Let's see here. Hovering. You guys read that off to me. Hovering. Irwin.
Jumping seconds.
Is it the time zone?
2016.
Oh, no. I must have.
Underneath, no, that's 17. Oh, there's one. No, that's an auction.
Maybe it's not the time zone. Well, I mean, Sam, if you have a link, please post it and we'll take a look at it. Well, so guys, what's next, man? Like, Dan, you just got this. You got the turtle. What do you? You're always on the hunt. Okay, Creedor lately. A lot of Creedor.
Yeah, that one went high. The one that I was looking at went for 1,200. So I was hoping to get it less because it needs a service.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Panerai, I mean, Wolfie just mentioned Panerai, and I just, before we end, I want to get your guys' take on something that I've just been obsessing about lately. Let me pull it up first before I share. Some of you guys already may know what I'm gonna pull up here. I've been going through this phase where I kind of want to get something, looking at watches that are maybe just slightly off the beaten path, like nothing like too whacking crazy or limited or anything, but something that, not everybody, you won't see that often. And so I kind of stumbled upon this Panerai here that I've never seen before until like a few days ago. And it's called the Mari Nordstrom Okayo Pam 3716. It's not an homage, but it's kind of like a celebration of a previous iteration of this watch in the Panerai lineup, and it's so un-Panerai that I really like it. Am I crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, I like it too. I think I might have seen it in Scottsdale with that huge collection pre-owned that came in. That might have been in there.
Yeah. All right, so it's pretty much correct.
Yeah, I think we said this to you before, but
I'm kind of hoping you changed your mind.
Micro brandy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. If you're buying a Panerai, you buy a Panerai. Like,
I hear you.
I know, I get it. You like something different, but yeah.
My favorite part about that watch is the hardware that screws in the pushers. That look cool. So if that's my favorite part, that's not good.
I mean, it's kilometers per hour, so that's good for Canada.
Well, how would you pronounce it? Oh, it's Ochayo?
It's Italian. So
Ochayo.
More like an Asiago or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
No, that's a cheese, Asiago.
Maybe related to the cheese.
Alingi? What?
Alingi. Alingi. What about its movement? It's got a ETA 2801 with a Dupré modular chronograph.
Even worse.
Yeah. No, stop it.
Yeah. This has everything bad about chronographs.
Pam's version of the Tudor P01.
It's very slab-sided because of the modular. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. Rick's saying no.
Oh, Rick has spoken. Nope. That's it.
Yeah, Rick knows.
I like the one that Dan should get better.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? What?
Which
619 maybe?
619. 619.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Radio
references.
1940 Radio Mirror titanium micro rotor.
Let me see. Let me pull one of those up.
In-house?
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy any Pam with in-house, honestly.
Yeah, that's the knock, right?
Yeah.
On let me see if it'll come up here. What Dan is looking at.
Pam 00619.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Why can't I see any more pictures of it?
Because they don't have it yet. It's.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I like it.
They all look the same to me.
Yeah, tobacco brown dial sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good looking watch. They were really expensive new.
All right, so Wolfie, how many? Okay, let's do the count. How many watches now this year? That You got the IWC that you just bought, which is beautiful, by the way.
Time zoner.
Time zoner.
Time zoner. That's 2. Grand Seiko doesn't count.
Grand Seiko doesn't count.
At least something else that I bought at least 3.
Zenith.
Yeah, exactly. The Pilot. That's 3.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably it. 3. Nothing.
I feel like there's
got to be something else.
There's the Paul Weber. Was the Paul Weber this year?
Oh, that was last year. Paul Weber was last year. I mean, I put the order in for the Prof, but that's not here yet. Doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Yeah, that'll land in no year.
And then
because he won't get paid for it this year, and he'll get it next year, so it won't fall in this year or next year.
No, the Prof is gonna come. The Calatrava, I don't know. That would take me to 5.
What about a deep, but the ultra deep or whatever?
Deep.
Did you order one of those?
It's gonna be 6. So if I'm getting all of those, depends on if the Calatrava shows up. My plan kind of failed-ish, but also not really. 5 or 6 doesn't really make a difference. And much better than last year and the year before. So
yeah,
6. Okay.
Great success.
Exactly.
That's some interesting Wolfie math you're doing.
Yeah, and the DB. Wilson just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very unlikely.
Yeah, I'd like to see you skip all the stuff you just said and just get a DB.
I don't know. Too much, I don't know if I would ever.
Wolfie likes having all these watches. Like he likes.
And I don't know if I would ever want to spend so much on one.
Yeah. He'd rather have like
you bought a Paul Weber. Like you're just like a Rolex away from a DB from a Paul Weber.
Well, I mean, it's like you get the DB or you get 10 other awesome pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, the DB, nobody knows what it is. You could wear it to anywhere, but it's not really that. It's just so much money for one. I don't know.
I mean, look, I think you should get it for Katie.
Yeah, then it won't count.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like if we're talking a Titan Hawk for 43, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But 160 or whatever the normal one.
No. Get one for 43.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
you can do it.
No. But it's like probably impossible to get if they make 200 a year or something.
Here's an interesting argument from Bill K. He must be an attorney. The DB is under the radar, so it wouldn't count.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Valid.
That makes sense.
Talk to Tim.
Is it really a watch? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it really a watch?
Debatable.
Doesn't count.
Maybe there should be a collection that goes into the art.
Well, Bobby's right there with you.
Yeah.
DB's a piece of art, so it doesn't count as a watch.
Might not count in the regular collection. You have like one, with the art.
Yeah, it's an art
piece. Just like Quartz doesn't count and G-Shock doesn't count. It's all sub collections.
All the watches that don't count collection. Yeah.
I think you're good.
I think you at least could buy like 6 more watches this year. I think you're good.
No, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 6 at the absolute most. I mean, I'm talking from January 1st, not on.
Yeah. No, I know when you're talking from.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I at the end of the year we're gonna have a stream discussing all the bullshit statements that we made at the beginning of the year, and see which ones have.
If you didn't make your stupid resolutions, you wouldn't have this issue, fellas.
But Colin, in all seriousness, I mean, I know you hate New Year's, but are you still a little proud of me? I mean, I didn't.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm almost on target. You know, you should. It's a new me. It's different to last year.
It's a new Wolfie. Yeah.
You gotta I mean, you gotta see it. It's not the same.
Honestly, I hope you blow the number out of the water. I do not want you to hit your number. I want you to just obliterate it.
Yeah.
Just like Amin has.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another guy.
I like what Amin's doing. I love it.
That's another guy. He smashed his record in 2 weeks, in the last couple of weeks, right? Alone, he just smashed his record.
Yeah. What I'm doing, you know, it's different to Amin.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna let you off the hook now, Wolfie. So you're leaving at the end of this week? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right.
Go back on Saturday.
I feel like you just got.
I know. I just feel like it's too short of a time. It was great meeting you in person, by the way.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And Dan, you as well.
That was the highlight of the whole week, you know. I mean, Watchbox was awesome and everything, but just meeting so many of you guys in person and just hanging and going to dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it up again in October or in May. I mean October for whichever one it is that's coming up in October.
Yeah, we should really try to do it as often as we can. It's really enjoyable.
Yeah, and life is too short, right? So let's make it happen. Anyway, guys, really appreciate you coming on the stream tonight and discussing this. Wolfie will try to get you into another stream maybe on Thursday. I'll do one if you're around. Get one more Wolfie fix until July. We'll see. Chat, really appreciate you guys tonight. Great comments as usual. And see you on Thursday. Hopefully we'll do a stream on Thursday. So take care and have a good night.
Good night.
See you.